Dude, you know how many fights he started? You know how many people I have had to in New York City?
Oh
when
yeah,
he was a kid, I mean,
let's be careful.
Yeah. Hey, bring it on. New York City. Let's hear the story.
It's not for a podcast.
Yeah, let's be
but
careful.
listen, I do want to ask
The
you a
amount of
question.
fights this guy started.
I'm a changed man.
We all are. That's why we can talk about it now.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of majority of his fights was due to people being jealous of him.
Well, they
and what he
hated
had
security,
going on.
man.
Exactly.
They hated me.
100%. And it's just
But
because
I'm not
they're
gonna. I
secure
never
with
was gonna
themselves.
back down, and so that was the thing. Like I did get beat up a lot, but I also was not going to take people talking crazy to me and just be and cower. Like I never cowered.
That's how I met him when we were younger. We were like 17, 18. We
I
were
just
at a
would
party
never
in
cower.
Laguna, and I'm like, wait, that's the kid from the show? And I'm like, and I go say hi, and I'm loud, obnoxious, very obnoxious, but I'm sober. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. And then he was so nice to me. And then we ran into each other in Vegas like 6 months later, and this guy had a black card. And I'm like, bro, I've seen that black card. I'm like, there's no way he has one of those. Back then, we didn't have iPhones, and like, I had a sidekick.
Social media.
You couldn't even search things that fast.
No.
I'm like, dude, I think that black card means like he's like a billionaire. And I'm telling everybody, and then everybody,
There's
and then
that B word
and then
everybody
he's
throws away.
like 18 or something, and I see all these bottles coming at excess, and I'm like, he is not paying for everything. He's not even old
He ain't
enough
even
to be in
21.
there. And then he has a
Hey,
black card.
you were old enough to be there.
I know. But then we became
We just
friends.
knew people that knew people.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, then we became friends, and I was like, oh, this guy's so nice. But I remember going to parties and people being like, oh, that's Sheckler. And I'm like, what are you hating on? The kids, they were hating on the fact that he had all the chicks and
He
he
has
had
a
all
TV
the,
show.
all the
He has
fame and all the
this,
money. But he was still humble to the people he liked.
I don't think he's ever changed. Like since I've known him since
Same.
he was like 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
always been the same dude.
Yeah.
I just wanted to win. So it's like no matter what was happening outside of skateboarding, I always wanted to win. And so like I could do these extracurricular, go to the parties, go on these trips and do all that stuff. But when it came down to competing, I was there for game time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No matter what, through injury. And I would actually, I was prepared to get severely injured every single contest just to try to win. And I did a lot of times get
That's called heart.
pretty hurt. I mean, but that's why me and you are friends, and that's why we became friends very early on in my career for sure, because I loved motocross and I loved freestyle, and it was like these guys had the energy that I want, but I couldn't do what they were doing. So
And I love the passion that he had. Just seeing him as a little kid, just always on like Fuel TV and like all like I would just see him at like the Etney skate park or like anywhere just shredding, and I'm like, this kid doesn't stop.